Hi everyone. The new S-Class features a short front overhang, a long wheelbase and a balanced rear overhang. Main design features include the stretched hood, the upright front end with the mounted star, the long passenger cell and the flowing C-pillar with its sculptured shoulder. The claim of the S-Class to high status is indicated by the distance from the front axle to the windscreen. The wide track and flush-mounted wheels with modern designs give the vehicle a muscular look. The so-called character lines have been greatly reduced along the sides. Cleverly contoured surfaces with a sculptured look create special light effects. At the same time they embody the Mercedes-Benz design philosophy of sensual purity. Chrome elements stylishly positioned by the designers, for example as a decorative lower strip on the side sills, further embellish the S-Class and accentuate its length. The front section is characterized by its high-status radiator grille. The numerous sensors and cameras of the assistance systems are attractively and symmetrically integrated into the design, and deliberately accentuated as high-tech elements. The headlamps have the 3-point daytime driving light signature that is typical of the S-Class, but this is flatter and somewhat smaller overall. The new light system digital light is available as an optional alternative to the standard multi-beam LED headlamps. This headlamp has a distinctive look, and is distinguished by for example the blue light of its floor-facing. Flush-fitted door handles, optional, and sophisticated wheel designs, size 18 to 21 inches, accentuate the side aspect. The dynamic appearance of the car is continued at the rear. Additional highlights include the surprising design of the boot lid in combination with the progressive, two-section rear lights. The chrome strip at the upper edge of the rear lights accentuate the width of the rear. Thanks to precisely designed, highly detailed interior features and certain animated functions, the rear lights contribute to the impression of high quality and contribute to the distinctive light signature both at day and night. Thanks to extensive studies, the overall drag coefficient is 0.22, which makes the S-Class one of the world's most aerodynamic cars. The 10 most important new features. The second generation of Mercedes-Benz user experience debuts in the new S-Class. Another milestone is the interface between the driver, passengers and vehicle. There are up to 5 screens on board, some with OLED technology. At the touch of a button, the new 3D driver display for the first time allows spatial perception of the scene with a real 3D effect thanks to eye tracking. A similarly impressive feature is the very large head-up display with augmented reality content. When navigating, for example, animated turn-off arrows are virtually and precisely projected onto the road lane. Using cameras in the overhead control panel and learning algorithms, Buck's Interior Assist recognizes and anticipates the wishes and intentions of the occupants. It does this by interpreting head direction, hand movements and body language, and responds with corresponding vehicle functions. For example, if the driver looks over his/her shoulder towards the rear window, Interior Assist automatically opens the sunblind. The active ambient lighting supplements ambient lighting with an additional layer of light. With around 250 LEDs it is integrated into the driving assistance systems, and is able to reinforce their warnings visually. In addition, feedback is possible when operating the climate control system or the Hey Mercedes voice assistant, for instance. The latest generation of the driving assistance package has new and numerous improved functions. One example is the intelligent compliance with speed limits. The new assistance display and the driver display clearly shows the operating principle of the driving assistance systems as a full-screen view. During severe frontal collisions, the rear airbag can considerably reduce the loads acting on the head and neck area of the seatbelt-wearing occupants in the outer rear seats. The frontal airbag for the rear seat deploys particularly gently thanks to its innovative construction using a tubular structure. Thanks to rear axle steering, the S-Class is as maneuverable as a compact car in the city. The steering angle at the rear axle is up to 10 degrees. The turning circle is reduced by up to 2 meters. More than 50 electronic components in the new S-Class can be updated with new software over the air. These include the entire Buck's infotainment system, the driver display, the driving assistance systems and the multi-beam LED and digital lighting systems. This technology saves the customer time, as he or she does not need to visit a workshop for this purpose. Furthermore, the vehicle remains up to date throughout its life cycle and is equipped for new features. The explicit consent of the user is always a precondition for OTA updates. When a side impact with another vehicle threatens, the vehicle body can be raised by the e-active body control suspension within a few tenths of a second. This is a new function of pre-safe impulse side. It can reduce the loads acting on the occupants because it directs the impact forces towards particularly resistant structures in the lower area of the vehicle. It is expected that from the second half of 2021 the S-Class will be able to drive in conditionally automated mode with the new Drive Pilot, in situations where traffic density is high or in tailbacks, on suitable motorway sections in Germany. By taking pressure off the driver, this allows them to undertake secondary activities such as browsing on the internet or dealing with emails in the in-car office, and so win extra time. The revolutionary headlamp technology digital light allows completely new functions, for example the projection of marking aids or warning symbols onto the road ahead. In each headlamp, digital light has a light module with 3 extremely powerful LEDs with light that is refracted and directed by 1.3 million micromirrors. The resolution is therefore more than 2.6 million pixels per vehicle. The interior was conceived as a feel-good ambience with lounge character marked by elegance, high quality and lightness. The dashboard with its new architecture, modern surface design and ergonomic display arrangement is a particular highlight. The aim and ambition of the Mercedes-Benz interior designers was to harmonize digital and analog luxury in the vehicle interior. The S-Class has always been a place for comfortable travel and relaxed working. Nearly all comfort-related dimensions of both variants, the S-Class with short and long wheelbase, have been improved in the front as well as on the rear seats. The systematic reduction in the number of controls underscores the minimalist appearance of the interior. A fine divide between the upper section of the dashboard and the large trim element structures the area and creates horizontal breadth. In addition to the up to 5 screens, highlights include the large trim elements in the dashboard and in the rear. These flow around the passengers and are a systematic further development of the wraparound effect. One particularly attractive version of the trim is an open-pore wood veneer shot through with inlays of real aluminium that follow the contours. The Novum trim variant consists of a mixed metallic weave which accentuates the elegant, sporty styling. New design elements include the flat, 4 square center vents with horizontal nacelles. 2 slim, vertical side vents on each side round off the ends of the dashboard. The air volume is controlled by keys with LED displays. The avant-garde geometry of the vents and their decorative nature accentuate the modern look. The seats invite the occupants to sit down and relax. The flowing, 3-dimensional layer design theme gives an impression of lightness. Different finishes give the seats different characters. For example, the flowing longitudinal piping of Lugano leather lends them a noble, avant-garde look, while the progressive diamond pattern of Nappa leather and exclusive Nappa leather is more classical and expressive. Mercedes-Benz introduced electric seat adjustment in 1980. Since then, many vehicle generations have featured the brand's hallmark seat adjustment switch in the form of a stylized seat in the door. This control has been completely redesigned for the new S-Class. Visible joints have been reduced by combining the trim with the seat controls. The geometry and surround lighting of the control panel make the seat adjustment control appear to float in the door panel. The newly developed pressure sensors for seat adjustment open up new design possibilities. Thanks to the practically fixed control buttons, minimal gaps between the individual controls can be realized. This also means that very small apertures in the black panel trim are possible. This allows a slim, filigree, floating design of the control buttons. The pressure sensors also allow a continuous coupling of operating pressure and speed. Thanks for watching.